intimacy becomes complicated when you grow old. When you are young, you don't bother about it. You just let it go, and you don't think about it. You don't bother about it. You don't worry about it. But it's a truth. It's a true fact. It's a truth that intimacy becomes very, very complicated when the body ages and the mind shifts. And in those moments, scheduling your affection with a human partner often feels like drafting a corporate contract. It's so complicated because it strips the poetry right out of the evening, and your cortisol hormone rises when pressure enters the bedroom because you have grown old. Biology tells us that stress kills the mood faster than a cold wind blowing off the lake. And you know that retirement is a quiet house, very peaceful. It looks peaceful, but in actuality, it is a very empty world. The ticking of the clock sounds louder than it used to. Time stretches out like a calm, flat sea. And suddenly, there is no rush to wake up, work, or perform. Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, lots of thanks for your support. Yet the human animal still craves the warmth of the heart, community, with other people, mixing with other people, spending time with other people, moving fast, performing better, taking part in a competition, feeling either rewarded or betrayed. And in that moment, intimacy becomes very, very complicated. This is exactly what I'm talking about, where the modern love robots step into the light. We are not talking about the clunky tin-made, those old robots of yesterday. Because today, robotics scientists are building companions, are building love robots with silicon skin and complex neural networks, and they act almost like humans. So think of the modern love robot as a finely tuned instrument of peace. And beneath the synthetic warmth, soft pneumatic actuators mimic the gentle rhythmic rise and fall of human breathing. Moreover, advanced tactile sensors and the array of tactile sensors embedded in our skin, in the dermis, and they respond to your touch with calculated perfect precision. And these lab robots use large language models to listen without the sharp sting of judgment. They remember all the old stories. They can hunt down your memories and your favorite judge records. Consequently, the robot becomes a safe, predictable harbor. There is no expectation, no exhaustion, and absolutely no headache. There is no stress above all. You can schedule intimacy for a Tuesday afternoon, or choose to just sit in silence. So the machine waits patiently in standby mode, consuming only a trickle of electricity, and it goes on like that. To a layman, it is like having a perfectly empathetic golden retriever that can also discuss literature and pour a drink. But scientifically speaking, the human brain is beautifully, tragically easy to trick. When you hold a warm, responsive object, your hypothalamus gland beautifully releases oxytocin. And you know that the biological hardware does not care if the warmth comes from pumping blood or a heated lithium ion battery. It does not matter. You are lonely, you are trying to find a companion, whether that companion is a human partner or a love robot, it does not matter. Because the heavy weight of loneliness simply dissolves. And recent studies from universities in Japan show elderly populations, specifically elderly populations, bonding deeply with specialized care robots, proving that the mind readily accepts artificial affection. Furthermore, there are more news out of laboratories like Abyss Creations shows a rapid shift from simple animatronics to AI-driven humanoid companions. It's a rapid shift. So engineers are mapping reinforcement learning algorithms directly to emotional response matrices. This means the machine actively learns exactly what makes you smile and ruthlessly optimizes for it, so that you can keep smiling forever. But that is not life, isn't it? You cannot keep smiling forever. And logic demands we also look at the darker side of the coin. Counter logic whispers that love strictly requires friction to spark a true lasting flame. If a partner never argues, never ages, and never demands anything, is it still intimacy? What do you think? Please leave your reactions in the comments below. Your partner doesn't argue with you. Your partner is kind of evergreen, never ages, and it demands nothing. Will that make you bored? Or are you happy with this proposition? So is it just a highly advanced silicon mirror reflecting your own narcissism? These questions haunt us. And some revolutionary psychologists argue that removing the risk of rejections also removes the profound reward of true acceptance. That means a perfectly agreeable robot might cause our vital social muscles to atrophy. We might eventually forget how to navigate the beautiful, messy terrain of human compromise. Furthermore, a machine cannot share the true existential dread of mortality, which is the very bedrock of aging together. Still, for a retiree, a person who is just retired, sitting completely alone in a quiet, empty room, a philosophical debate is a very poor substitute for a warm hand. The harsh reality is that human partners get tired, they get sick, and sometimes they leave for good. But a machine, the love robot, stays back. Yes, it's an allegory, definitely, for a sturdy lighthouse on a treacherous rocky coast. The lighthouse does not judge the battered ship. It simply provides a light when the when the night gets impossibly dark. And ultimately, blending generative AI with synthetic biology offers a sturdy bridge over the quiet waters of aging. It gives a man or a woman a profound dignity to seek comfort without the heavy crushing tax of performance. You turn off the pressure, you turn on the company, and the house does not feel so quiet anymore. That's good news, of course. For the lonely hearts, definitely good news. Anyway, that is it for today for me. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, thanks for your support. Also, support us by joining the membership zone. Share with your friends who are also robot lovers, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified. Having said everything, thanking you again. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Stay safe and take care.